Well, welcome. I am Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. And we are going to, this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. We are going to do what I call a personal growth reading. We're just going to take a look at blocks, what's like blocking you from, it could be love, it could be work, moving forward with something, or just having a rough time. Or not even having a rough time. Just sometimes we have blocks that are blocking us, and they're usually emotional or mental or physical. Then we're going to take a look at the obstacles, the strengths, advice, what you don't see, and where you're headed. Um, we are using Runik Tarot today. I do personal readings. Link to my website is below. So what do our Aries need to know? Also, these are timeless. This one I am posting at the end of June. So it's going to be the end of June through the end of July. We could even call it July, but really I feel like people come across these when they need to. And if this one doesn't resonate, I think looking at your other placements may help, since this is more of a more personal type reading. Um, and keep in mind too, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a medical doctor, a psychologist, or a financial advisor. Uh, so just keep that in mind. These can be some pretty tough readings. And they can be great and they can be hard. So just so you know. But I know Aries can handle it. So what are the blocks for Aries? Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Obstacles. Emperor, Eight of Swords. You are stuck. Strengths, Two of Cups. That's good. Wheel of Fortune. There's something going on here, so that's good. Advice, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Okay. What you do not see. Put this down over here. And where this is headed. I'm going to pull two cards. Oh, wow. Bottom of the deck is Five of Pentacles. I just did a reading where this was at the bottom of the deck. So this is the block, okay, so revolves kind of around feeling kind of, I feel like this is feeling left out or feeling like you've been forgotten, kind of, that kind of feeling. And I want to keep it kind of simple. I don't think it's this grandiose, oh my God, no one's there for me. It's just kind of like this underlining, I'm out on this desert island all by myself. um, it feels like, yeah, you know that you don't feel like anyone's throwing you a lifeline, which makes sense to me on the blocks. So the blocks are Nine of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. I feel like you have this idea of being completely and totally independent, and it's good, right? Because you're successful probably. But you know, I feel like you're not letting, and this is hard because I feel like it's like you're not letting the love in, because the Knight of Cups is coming in, right? So it's a block, like you're blocking the good stuff. There's good stuff coming in, but you're blocking it. And I think it's because there's this, I don't know, it's like this over expectation with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a super, um, she's very, very successful. And to me, this is one of the most successful cards in the deck, that and the Queen of Pentacles. So but the Nine of Pentacles speaks of working hard, right? It's at the end of the minors. And I feel like you have this idea that I am very successful and um, things aren't going my way. Like I should have more. But because I'm in this spot right now where I have over expectations, I'm not noticing what the good stuff that's coming in. And you're blocking that good stuff coming in. So those are your blocks, right? Okay, so these are things that are causing you, or kind of like these things are there, but they're blocking. So the obstacles and the fears. So the Emperor, well, it's kind of your card, is about control. And I feel like that's an obstacle. Like the obstacle is you trying to have control of everything. And by wanting to control everything, you're not letting other things in. So you have this idea, you're so pointed right now on a certain idea or a certain way or something, like a certain expectation, and you're trying to control that expectation and to bring it in. And what's that? It's kind of letting you down right now. And then the Eight of Swords, this is kind of like, okay, so for people, this, to me, this can, especially in a general reading where we're doing a collective reading, the Eight of Swords can be two things in this deck specifically. So the swords, you don't see anyone holding them. So you could, so we don't know in this deck, is someone holding those swords, or are you imagining them? Are those, am I really stuck, or am I just thinking I'm stuck? And that's the clue here, because I think everyone will be a little bit different. I think some people, it truly will be that they're stuck for some reason, like someone's holding them back, or they can't do this because of another, life area, or something. So like if it's love, for instance, you could be really stuck because I don't know, you're living in two different states, or there's something that's literally physically blocking you, whereas this could, you might only think that things are blocking you. So look at those blocks and decipher them, because even if you live in a different state, it could be just, you could overcome that somehow, not necessarily move, but there's ways to overcome that. But so you have to decide, am I just thinking I'm stuck, or am I really stuck? And that's another obstacle. So I feel like these are both obstacles, but because you're trying to control it, I feel like that's why you feel stuck too. You can't control everything. I know you're an Aries, I guess you can. So it's up to you, take the bull by the horns. um, but you can't. Some things have to happen the way they need to happen. And that's hard. I mean, that's hard for people that are passionate about what they do and put a lot of energy behind it and are very boisterous. I am an Aries. So, but you know what? I have two waters. I have a Pisces rising and a moon, a Scorpion moon. So it kind of puts out my fire sometimes, and that's kind of hard too. The our strengths are the Two of Cups and the Wheel. So I feel like there is a new time coming, and I feel like it's a new time with a new person, or with a person. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's a person is we have Six of Cups in the where this is headed. So it's gonna feel like something from the past, but I think you have more. You have something behind you more than you think you do, and there is something new coming. The strength is the wheel. Things are changing for the better. You're going to feel less stuck. Things are going to happen now. I feel like this is really soon too. Like this is something that, because you're stuck, you don't see these things. Okay. So that's part of the problem, is you're you're not really seeing these strengths. But there is a relationship or something that's going to be rekindled or is being rekindled, and it's going to put you into a new feeling. I feel like all of this it's all going to come out. Like this wheel is just that forward momentum, which is our strength right now in this reading. So I feel like that's what it's saying is you're really looking at coming out of this stuck feeling, kind of like the blinders on as well. Um, Advice: Ace of Pentacles and Five of Wands. So I feel like the Five of Wands is saying watch your temper. Be careful. Even if you're feeling stuck, don't get angry. She's really angry. And then the Ace of Pentacles is look for those new and wonderful things. Also, the Ace, I believe, is plant those new seeds. There's seeds that need to be planted, or if they are, need to do it. You may not know exactly what those are, but I think you will shortly. And I think you need to nurture that too. I mean, I know this isn't the Seven of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles is about long-term growth and like a something that starts that has roots, right? But if we don't take care of those roots, they don't grow deep. The more we take care of them, the more we take care of that growth, we want those roots to really take hold, right? The more they take hold, the longer they last. And that's with any, living thing. And any idea, really, if you think about it, the more stable it is, the longer it lasts and the more fruit the tree bears or whatever, or flowers or whatever. So I feel like that's what it's saying. Make sure that any of these new ideas that you plant that with intention, an intention of taking care of it. You can't just plant it and let it go and go have fun. That's not the way it works. You got to give it the work. You got to put in the work. But watch your temper. Watch getting involved in too much crap this next month. Really watch that. Because, it doesn't do us any good to get angry. And a lot of times we just get angry because we're not getting our way. Right? It's true. Things we can get our feelings hurt and we can get angry. Instead, if you get your feelings hurt, voice, hey, you know what? That hurt my feelings. And I'm about to get angry, so say you're sorry. You can take that into another step, okay? What you don't see is the Temperance. And I feel like this is a reminder of keeping the emotional balance going this month. It's going to be, it might be hard, but it's there because it's what you don't see. So know that this is there. I'm going to pull a card on this though. Anything more information on this Temperance for what we don't see? Yeah, it could. Is this? Yeah, there is some kind of balance. Okay, so I got Judgment too when I asked, is there anything more about this? So I do feel like there is a feeling of renewal here, because we also have the Six of Cups in the outcome, and I feel like that's a feeling of renewal. So, keep this in mind that everything's happening. It's just you might not see it right now. And that's, I just had a daily reading just like this. It just the frustration. So here is your advice if you really want good things to happen. Plant those seeds and don't watch your temper. But this tells us too that what you don't see is the Temperance, which there can be balance and emotional balance here. But there is so I feel like this goes directly, honestly, with the advice, because the Judgment is about renewal, right? But this is about growth. So I do feel like there's going to be some renewal here. And you don't see that right now, but things are like happening. The growth is happening. The rebirth is happening. It's just taking some time. So the outcome for you is Six of Cups with Queen of Swords. So I feel like you're going to take control with the situation here shortly. And the Six of Cups, I do feel like there is something that this is going to remind you from the past. Either it's someone from the past comes back and helps through this situation because our strength is the Two of Cups, or it's going to feel like the past again. But this Queen of Swords says this is leading to you taking kind of charge. You're going to take charge of your own destiny here. That's what I feel like. Because to me, the Queen of Swords is all about being pointed, like knowing where you want to go. And that's what this is. So in the end, really, with all of these blocks and all of this stuff happening, there's good stuff happening because the strengths, Two of Cups and the Wheel, that's really good signs. And I pulled the Judgment later, but with the Wheel and the Judgment, that tells me that the universe has a plan, and it's happening and it's being put in motion. So be careful and keep planting those seeds, and don't give up, don't get angry. And this could be also, don't give up, because you may be feeling stuck right now, which is one of your obstacles, but it's not going to be for long. And I do feel like that's what this is saying. Now, I think there is something about the past that you're either going to be reminded of, or it's someone from the past that's going to kind of help you point in the right direction. And it even could be love with this Knight of Cups, but I feel like it's more, if it's not love itself or romance, it will be about the people that care about you and letting those people in. So, yeah, there you have it, Aries. I think this is a really good reading in the respect that I think that you're coming through this. And I feel like you'll be seeing an end to that stuck feeling here shortly. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button. Give me comments, all of the great things, and have a beautiful day. Thanks.